Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online CFM game. We are now in week 4 of the 2020 season here in the Premier Madden League. Our Miami Dolphins are on a 2-game winning streak, but despite that, there's a lot of uncertainty about the start to the 2020 season for our Dolphins because of the offensive production, or I should say the lack of offensive production. And because of our struggles, there are some unhappy campers right now in the establishment, specifically Nelson Agholor and Collin Johnson. The Collin Johnson one made me laugh a little bit because he has played 3 career games. He is a rookie. How is he already unhappy about his touches? Like, I don't think that's something that would really happen in real life, but it's a problem we had to address, and we will try to address that in this week's game against the New York Jets. Try to get Collin Johnson a bit more involved. Nelson Agholor, on the other hand, I'm not really too concerned about upping up his touches. If he's unhappy, he's unhappy. He's a starting running back for this team. Like, he already gets enough touches as is. He's on a 1-year contract, so there's a good chance we don't even re-sign Nelson Agholor. Our matchup this week, as I said, is against the New York Jets, and this should be a tough game because the Jets are 3-0, undefeated, heading into this AFC East division rivalry matchup. The Jets were not great last season, but they have done a lot of retooling with this roster, a lot of developing of young talent, and most namely, they got the first overall pick in the 2020 draft, and they ended up drafting Chase Young out of Ohio State. I think most people know the name Chase Young and what he brings to the table. And in Madden 20, Chase Young is already a superstar talent on the defensive end, along with Quinnen Williams. And you also got Jamal Adams and CJ Mosley, all at least superstars on the defensive end. So we got our hands full today. So because of that, we are putting Josh Rosen back to start at the quarterback position as week 4 is underway between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Khalil Tate didn't really have the best first career start, and he was fumbling the ball a lot, and against this very talented Jets defense, we need some sort of stability, so we brought Rosen back in. We'll see how it goes, this revolving door at the quarterback position as we start off on defense, doing a great job bringing up a 3rd down and 14. Sam Darnold off to a great start this season, looking for the first down. He's got the time. He's going for Robbie Anderson, who was also developed into a superstar in this franchise. The Jets have a lot of young talent out here, and you can tell why they are 3-0, and they had some growing pains last season, but it's starting to show up at the start of this season. Unfortunately for them, the opening drive does not go too well. We start off with a run with Jordan Howard, gets a decent gain, 2nd down. Here's Rosen's first pass attempt since, the first quarter of week 2? Rosen coming in a bit ice cold, but he's able to get the completion to Jakeem Grant as we go back to Jordan Howard. This time it's not really working, 2nd down and 9. Look at that D-line going to work, but the quick pass to Collin Johnson beats the pass rush. And that's the thing, man. Quick passes will always beat a pass rush, especially to the big fella, Collin Johnson, who is definitely getting involved early on. One more time, that's Collin Johnson, 3 consecutive plays to number 89, and that should make him happy. That should give him his 5 touches. 2nd down and 8. Rosen, no one open, or at least to our eyes, until Chase Young meets him in the backfield. Young already racking up the sacks. He's got 1 in this game. Collin Johnson's got yet another catch on 3rd down. That was just a, let me make sure we don't get sacked out of field goal range kind of check down right there. Didn't really want to do it, but we had to do it. And I'm sure Collin Johnson's okay with it. Boost his ego. Why not get yourself another catch? And I'm actually kind of glad Collin Johnson complained. Like, I joked about it at the start, but maybe this is something that we need to do as far as fixing our offensive struggles. Get Collin Johnson involved in the game plan, up his, touches in the game instead of, like we've gone to CeeDee Lamb, we've gone to Nelson Agholor, we've gone to Jakeem Grant. Maybe try to focus on getting Collin Johnson involved. This game can help us out. And we have 3 points on the board to show for it so far. Robbie Anderson looking for the lead for the Jets. Wide open downfield. He absolutely roasted our poor rookie Bryce Hall on that left side. I believe Robbie Anderson had in-and-out specialist we saw on the loading screen, and that definitely was working there because we had Bryce Hall in a deep blue zone, so I don't know how else to explain him getting torched that bad. He should be covering deep, not getting torched. So that was a random touchdown to give up. 2nd down, downfield. That is going to be Rosen's first incompletion of the game, and kind of should have been his first interception. 3rd down and 11. We get to live to play another down. Rosen just getting the pass off to Nelson Aguilar, trying to stretch for that 1st down, but cannot get it. But you can see the rest that that Josh Rosen is under right now with that constant pass rush. And that is a beautiful punt from Matt Hack, pinning the New York Jets at their own 1-yard line. Thankfully for them, Cannon is able to escape. And as you guys noticed, I showed you guys before the game loaded up, Le'Veon Bell is injured. He is not here for today's matchup, so it's up to Sam Darnold to come through, and that he does. That was on the money from Sam Darnold, way downfield, and then the catch from Wallace, extending once again away from Bryce Hall, who was not off to the greatest start in this game. They're kind of picking on the rookie a little bit, and as much as I love Bryce Hall and I think he's going to be a great star for this Dolphins team, you know, he is a rookie, so he might have to go through some of these troubles. There is Hall biting on the fake, and Gus Edwards on the reception gets the touchdown, and the New York Jets go up 14-3 early in the going. The defense has been the strong point so far this season, but the Jets are kind of shredding this thing apart right now, making it look kind of easy. They just got a 99-yard touchdown drive in like 2 minutes, in the snap of a finger. CJ Mosley is in the zone. I'm not really sure how, as Collin Johnson makes the monster grab. This may be a coming out party for Collin Johnson today as we try to get the screen to Nelson Aguilar. That's not going to quite work. Aguilar, you trying to get him those touches right there. Didn't really work out. Jordan Howard's actually seeing more of the field than Aguilar on some of these rushes, so complaining might have not actually worked out for him, as Rosen is whacked as he throws that ball into double coverage. Nothing open. Once again, not the throw I wanted to make, but the throw we had to make in order to avoid the sack. And right now, the battle in the trenches is being won by the New York Jets on both sides of the field. So we got to at least fix down the defensive end. Get our defensive line kind of humming. Force some pressure on Sam Darnold, who's just chilling right now. Bag of chips. Have a field day back there, Sam Darnold. And eventually, he's going to throw this. And that was nearly a hospital pass right there. Kind of still was incomplete at the end of the day. Somehow nearly caught. 3rd down. Cross screen. This is Ty Montgomery. Oh, we had blocks. But somehow, some way, McMillan is able to split the difference and make sure that he does not get the 1st down. By all means, that looked like an easy 1st down for the Jets, but just a fantastic play by Raekwon McMillan, who is in a contract year this season for our Dolphins and is definitely a guy we want to re-sign. So we'll see what McMillan can do, and of course in the contract year, he's going to be trying to play better, up his salary, as that was nearly intercepted by Ken Crawley. Rosen has a couple of good completions, but not really hitting on any big plays so far, and part of the reason, look at that pass rush coming at Rosen. Just cannot locate anybody open right now within that 2 seconds that he has to pass the ball right now, and part of the problem with that is we got to do better jobs on 1st and 2nd downs to help him. That was a 3rd down and 4. That was a manageable situation. But a lot of these 1st and 2nd down plays are just going nowhere. As once again, Darnold all day throwing on the run. And that's going to be caught by O.J. Howard, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, traded in the offseason to this newly retooled New York Jets squad. Oh, wow. I guess that was a throwaway from Darnold. Not sure what that was. 2nd down and 10. Darnold, middle. Howard. He doesn't have it, but Eric Berry does. 1st interception of the season for the veteran Eric Berry, but we're at our own 2-yard line. What a throw from Rosen to get us out of our end zone there as we dump it down to Nelson Aguilar. Mosley makes the open field tackle, and we only have under 90 seconds to go in the 1st half, so we're going to call some hurry up here. Not too much of in a rush. We're at our own 20-yard line, so you know, I don't want to force the issue and then we don't get a 1st down here and then we give the ball back to the Jets and they extend the lead. So a bit cautious here, just going to slow it down. Out route. Oh man, Collin Johnson is having his way with this Jets secondary right now. Just making every single one-on-one grab. Oh, the pass rush. Oh my goodness. Martin just jumped over our running back in pass protection and now it's 3rd down and 23. Rosen. Oh, trying to just chuck it downfield. Can't even get it off before Chase Young gets sacked. Number 2 of the 1st half. And the Jets defensive line has a lot of, you know, top pick talent. They have Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams is still on this team, unlike real life when they trade him to the Giants. They have Chase Young. They have Quinnen Williams as our own young talent on the defensive line. Christian Wilkins able to knock down Sam Darnold before he could chuck up a nice little Hail Mary. We do start the 3rd quarter with the ball, and I feel like the offense looks better than it has the first couple of weeks of the season. The problem is right now we're just going against a stout Jets defense that hasn't really given Rosen the time to pass. But you see on these plays when we do pass, it looks like a fluid offense, right? It looks like we're making improvements on this thing compared to where we were at the start of the season. Nelson Aguilar running for the first down, but I mean, it doesn't matter who we're playing. At some point, we have to get points on the board, and 3 is just not going to get it done as CeeDee Lamb making his first catch of the day. CeeDee Lamb all the way to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins on the march, trying to hand the Jets their first loss of the 2020 season. 2nd down and 9. That is Jordan Howard underneath. I accidentally subbed in Khalil Tate for that play, so Tate gets a nice little completion. Rosen back in 3rd down and 1. He has the time, looking downfield. That's Grant, and no, Jakeem Grant didn't get either of his feet in bounds, so it's 4th down and 1, and the offense is on the field, going to Nelson Aguilar, who did not stand a chance. Oh no, little RPO bubble, and part of the problems with running, RPO plays is that you don't get the ball right away because the handoff animation is automatic, and because of that, I just ran straight into the defensive line. I saw a nice little cutback at one point as Bryce Hall gets the interception. Hold on just a second, because here comes the Rook, and there goes the Rook. The Miami Dolphins are back in this one because of defense. That was not the greatest pass from Sam Darnold, and not what the Jets needed. They had this game in control, and now they have just given the Dolphins an invite to get back into this one as Rosen 2-point conversion to make it a field goal game. Wide open Mike Gesicki. Nice rollout from Josh Rosen, who is showing that he does have some mobility to his game. That's part of the reason why he was benched in favor for Khalil Tate, and now Rosen is back in here, and we'll see if Rosen can really earn this starting job back. It's still a fluid position here on who's going to be, the future quarterback of this squad, and it's a week-by-week thing, as Sam Darnold, he is definitely the future of the Jets, but he is struggling to read the coverage right now. That was a dangerous pass. 2nd down, screen pass, Cannon. He can't get away from Minkah Fitzpatrick, who hasn't quite had the 2019 season he had, but still having, another great season. 3rd down and 9. That's the pass rush. That's Derrick Brown, the 1st-round pick. The first of our 3 first-round draft picks from the 2020 draft out of, I believe, Auburn, making plays, getting the sack. That might have been his first career sack. And here come the Jets, down by 3, trying to at least tie it this game. There's a lot of time left in this game, man. 10-minute quarters gives a lot of time for these games to go through their ebbs and flows. Rosen, what a throw. Under duress, makes the pass to Gesicki. I believe that's the way you pronounce the man's name, Gesicki. I've been calling him Gesicki for this entire series, but it might actually be Gesicki, so I hope I got that right. Let me know in the comment section. 2nd down and 2. Rosen rolling. Look at Rosen moving the pocket, leaving the pocket, but cannot run away from Henry Anderson. That was not a great decision by me trying to roll away with Rosen. He just does not have the wheels. 3rd down, just getting the pass off, and it's intercepted by the star safety, Jamal Adams, as the Dolphins knocked on the door of field goal range. Jamal Adams shuts the door, and here comes Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson, nice little move there, late 3rd quarter. Final play of the 3rd quarter, in fact, and Derrick Brown is definitely starting to show off why he was a 1st-round draft pick. He is just shredding through offensive linemen. 3rd down, big play, and that is caught by Jamison Crowder. And the pass rush for the New York Jets continues to be the winning factor out here. That 3rd down pass, I didn't want to throw it. I just had to throw it. It's either that or we got sacked, and unfortunately it just happened to be picked off by Jamal Adams as Crowder able to get the catch underneath. It's not a 1st down though. 3rd down in inches. Here is Cannon. Is that a 1st down? Baker and Harrison combining for the tackle, but Cannon gets the inches necessary. Here is Ty Montgomery out the backfield, and the Jets are starting to take some clock with them on this drive, but what they really want is a 2-possession lead, which they can get with a touchdown. If we hold them to a field goal here, fine by me. 3rd down, and it's going to be a run to Cannon again, and once again, Cannon not getting much, but just enough for the 1st down. The Dolphins defense is starting to hold up sturdy, but if we give up this one drive, it's all for naught. We just need one more chance. Can the offense get one more chance at it? They just might. That's Vic Beasley off the edge. Big time tackle for loss. It's a fake. It's just a run with Cannon indecisive and running into Wilkins. Tackle for loss. 4th down. The kick is up and good, but this is going to leave 4 minutes and 15 seconds for Josh Rosen and the offense. A touchdown and a PAT gives them the lead in a game they have not scored an offensive touchdown in all game, hoping to end that dry spell now. Oh, CD Lamb had an opportunity for a big play, could not make the catch. The rookie struggling, but Collin Johnson, on the other hand, has had more sure hands between the two rookies. Of course, Collin Johnson, the higher draft pick, so that is to be expected. Don't forget about Jakeem Grant on the sweep. Rosen hitting the 200-yard threshold. 3 minutes to go in the game. Here's Aguilar. Oh my, Nelson Aguilar out of bounds, trying to escape a big hit from Jamal Adams when we get to the 27-yard line. There goes Jordan Howard bouncing outside. Oh, Adams missing, and they call that a fumble. I don't think it was a fumble. Nonetheless, clock stops. 2:48 left at the 12-yard line. It's Jordan Howard once again. The Dolphins are on the move, 8 yards away from taking the lead. Howard one more time, but this time he is snuffed. Another tackle for loss for this Jets defense. That looks like it's encroachment, and it is on Quinnen Williams. 3rd down and 6 becomes 3rd down and 2 at the 4-yard line. 2:35 left. Rosen with the ball, looking to pass. Oh, here comes Chase Young again. He combines with Leonard Williams for the sack, and on 4th down and 8, the Dolphins actually kicked the field goal there. They could have went for it, try to get the lead, but they will try to rely on their defense to get a stop here with all 3 timeouts remaining, but not the 2-minute warning timeout. That is gone, as Cannon is almost gone there, getting to the 30-yard line. Now it's up to the defense. Here's Cannon outside, and Cannon, make sure you don't go out of bounds to stop that clock. There goes the first timeout for the Miami Dolphins. 2nd down, RPO outside. Crowder. Oh, what a tackle from Berry. He forced him out of bounds. That stops the clock. Now 3rd down and 4. Darnold looking to pass. Time. Oh, Robbie Anderson just slips away from Minka Fitzpatrick. He's got the catch and the 1st down, and the face mask penalty on Eric Berry. What a costly sequence of events. Just when it looked like we were about to get back into this game, man, oh man, we might have shot ourselves in the foot. But there is still a window for us to sneak ourselves back in and give ourselves one more chance here. We do need to stop on 3rd down, as Darnold is going to hand it off. But once again, Cannon very indecisive on these runs. McMillan is not going to fall for any of that shimmying, and the Jets will take the clock all the way down, but not all the way down to end the game. The Miami Dolphins are going to have a chance. The kick is up and good. Remember, the Jets weren't really making field goals when we played them last season. This time, their kicking is a bit more smooth, so it's going to be a 6-point game. 47 seconds left, no timeouts. Josh Rosen needs to work and work quickly, but how quickly can you work with that pass rush bearing at your neck? 2nd down, play action. Rosen moving, throwing. Oh, that's intercepted. Jamal Adams again, and that should secure the victory for the New York Jets, who will stay undefeated. 4-0 with the victory at MetLife over the division rival Dolphins. The Jets were swept last season by Miami, but 2020 is a whole new season for the New York Jets, and it clearly shows a very improved squad, and once again, another defensive battle out there. And I mean, really, at the end of the day, we had no business being in that game. The pick 6 from Bryce Hall kind of kept us in, and if anything, gave us false hope. But nonetheless, we had a chance. We had a 3rd down and 2 at, the 4-yard line to get the lead, and we just couldn't convert. And I feel like if I had like a half a second more, we could have thrown that curl route to CD Lamb, but man, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So unfortunately, the offensive struggles feel like they're continuing here. And I think I have a good idea on part of why our offense still doesn't look right. I have an idea, and I think we can fix it next game. The problem I don't know, there's no fixing, the lack of time we have in the pocket. Our offensive line is still not good, but I have a decent idea how to fix at least like the passing offense. So hopefully we can do that next week. But next week we play against the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Chargers have, one of the stacked defensive lines in the league, along with the New York Jets. They have Joey Bosa. Do you guys remember last season we played against Joey Bosa and the Chargers? They beat us, and Bosa had like 5 sacks. Not even a joke. I think Bosa actually had 5 sacks. He had his X Factor, I think, twice in the game. So you know, even if I do know what's wrong with this team, I'm not sure if we're going to fix it against the Chargers. So we have a 2-2 record, right? Not all bad, not all great, but there's a lot of time for us to fix our wrongs out here. And at the end of the day, last season, we did have a 2-3 record after 5 games. And then we started to go on a nice little winning streak. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of optimism still for the squad. And, you know, we're still figuring out this roster. And I think once we figure out this roster, things will turn around for us. At least that's the hope. But for now, 2-2 record for the Dolphins after this game. GG to the Jets. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy what you guys saw. Subscribe for more Madden 20 gameplays. And if you guys want to keep it with the CFM. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching.